Let's all rise for the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Na kami pumakno nga nibiyagan nindat mo. Idatanda kami bikan mangat na pinhud mo. Dawat mininggob hino aya tuboblemi. Heyay makiwada-wada kida kami. Heyay makiwada-wada kida kami.
Heyay makiwada-wada, heyay makiwada-wada kida kami.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wal barakatuh. Salam pa mga kiaulungan sing Tuhan. Pianaugan niya Nabi Iban Quran. Kasilasan niya sa plag pakatilingkal alam. Maglasa kita niyo bat kumanang. Mbo Tuhan, tunggal nu sa sangdolan kami. Buwanin kami rijiki maglabi-labi. Lausangom rahmat nu subay pinudji. Hangkan kita bi subay magkasih-kasih.
Sa ngalan Pangurumon, pangutuyong Espiritong kalatag mo.
Pangurumon kang usalat, pangkalikupanan. Pangurumon kang pamirayan, pagkang walay sikog balantang nga makagululang. Pangurumon kang sinlagan, pangurumon kang apagatang pangurumon kang kasangpan pangurumon kang suwagyan. Pangurumon kang panguloy pangirayon pangitapan pangitoy wat kang walay sikog balantang nga makagululang.
Sa ngalan
Diyos na mapagpala, hiling namin ang pagpapalaganap ng kaalaman sa bawat nilalang.
Panginoon, dinggin mo kami.
O Diyos ng awa, bigyan mo kami ng kakayahan sa pagtataguyod ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa bawat isa.
Panginoon, dinggin mo kami.
O Diyos na mapagkalinga, mangyaring ikaw ang pagpapaunlad ng kalikasan ng tao sa mundo.
Panginoon, dinggin mo kami.
O Diyos na pag-ibig, tulutan mo ang aming bansa ng pagkakaisa at pagkakaunawaan sa gitna ng pagkakaiba-iba.
Panginoon, dinggin mo kami. Panginoon, dinggin mo kami. Panginoon, dinggin mo kami. Sa ngalan pangurungan, panguduyog, Espiritong kalatagnon, mawaling kami lijigin, upang labi-labi. HEIs, makiwala-wala, HEIs, makiwala-wala kami. HEIs, makiwala-wala, kilat kami.
You may now take your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ASEAN ICONS Awards Night 2022. Please welcome your hosts, De La Salle College of St. Benilde's Jag Garcia, and Filipino actress model, an alumna of Bicol University and UP Diliman, our Miss Universe 2010 fourth runner-up, Venus Ra.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ASEAN Icons 2022. Good afternoon, Venus. you're stunning. I'm speechless.
You are so kind, Jag. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
You are looking great tonight.
Thank you very much.
This afternoon until tonight, for sure.
Definitely. And all of these guests joining us this afternoon in their Filipiniana chic, looking very dashing, gorgeous. And it's so lovely to see colors.
Yes.
It's our traditional notion of Filipino wear is usually just the white barong or the
Right.
cream or off-white, and we're seeing so many colors, and that's so great to
It's
see.
beautiful.
It's going to be a wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here, and we celebrate achievements in higher education, the achievements that you, ladies and gentlemen, have worked so hard for, despite the challenges brought about by the pandemic.
Yes, we all know that we've been through a lot, especially this past few years. But I think this afternoon, the highlight of the Commission on Higher Education's ASEAN celebration will be the ASEAN Icon. We will recognize exemplary institutions and champions of global reputation of the Philippine higher education through their commendable performance in international ratings, rankings, trailblazing efforts to advance internationalization, and innovative initiatives to contribute to the country's economic and societal goals.
There you go. And we're not just going to come here just to simply celebrate achievement. We're also going to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to bring all of us together. We have few enough occasions as it is because we still have a pandemic going on. And after the awarding ceremony this afternoon, we will be having a networking function and gala dinner, and to provide an opportunity for our higher education institutions and stakeholders to foster partnerships and collaborations, and not just to be friends, but more importantly, to contribute to the ASEAN Community Vision of 2025 and the Sustainable Development Goals of 2030.
That's true. But at this juncture, I'd like to give a warm welcome to those of you guys who are here. Let me first acknowledge CHED Chairman Dr. J. Prospero E. De Vera III, sir. We also have Commissioner Ronald L. Adamat, sir. We also have Commissioner Marita R. Canapi. Commissioner Aldrin A. Darilag. We also have Commissioner Joe Mark M. Libre. We also have Executive Director Attorney Cinderella Filipina S. Benitez Haro, and Deputy Executive Director and International Affairs Service Director, Attorney Lily Frida M. Milia. Ma'am?
Good afternoon. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our directors and the heads of the different CHED offices who are joining us this afternoon. So good afternoon once again. Thanks for joining us. We promise to have a very interesting, very enjoyable celebration ahead of us. So,
Also, a pleasant afternoon to our esteemed guests from the different HEIs and to our guests who are joining us, to all of you guys who are joining us here, but also to those who are joining us on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us this
hi,
afternoon.
Facebook world.
Yes, it's amazing, at this time.
yeah, if you can't be here, you're still here.
Exactly. And even if you guys are at your respective homes, we still welcome you. We would also like to thank our major sponsors for today's awarding. First, AMA Education System, Asia's pioneer and largest network of IT universities and colleges. Create your future with AMAES. Also, AMA University Education, or OED, flexible and personalized education for all. Study anytime, anywhere, at your own pace. Ituloy ang pangarap sa OED.
There we go.
This
We'd
is
also
very
like to
good.
thank our Bayanihan partners, Unilab, PayMaya Philippines, Globe Telecom, All Visual and Light Systems Corporation, the Asian Institute of Management, Huawei Technology Philippines, and PLDT Enterprises. Thanks so much. I hope they're here with us today. Thanks so much for all the support you've given us at the Commission of Higher Education throughout the pandemic.
That's right. So before we begin with before we begin calling our special guests tonight, this afternoon, we have some health protocols here.
Yes.
Jag. Let me just read it to you. Well, of course, let us observe physical distancing. At least 1 meter. Sir, medyo malayo-layo tayo sa isa't isa.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, kami.
And then, if you guys can please wear your masks all the time, except if you are eating or drinking. And then, if you can have your maybe alcohol or whatever, just sanitize your hands. You have alcohol on your table, so that'll be really appreciated.
Yep. Nothing new with these protocols, ladies and gentlemen. It's something we've been used to for the past couple of years. It's just a matter of keeping it up. And also, we have here Dr. Lilian de las Llagas is joining us this afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. She is the chairperson of the Internationalization of Higher Education Panel of Eminent Experts, or I HOPE. And she's a former CHED commissioner. Okay, good afternoon po, ma'am. I like this, the education panel of eminent experts. I mean,
That's beautiful.
she's just not the expert, she's like
The eminent.
you know,
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us this afternoon.
experts among the experts. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this ball rolling, and let's start off, ladies and gents, by inviting to the stage the chairman of the Commission for Higher Education. He's our very own internationalization champion. He's the chairperson, of course, of the commission and a commissioner of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO. He's a professor of public administration at the University of the Philippines and served as its vice president for public affairs from 2011 to 2016.
He is an academician who has used his technical expertise to help policymakers and educate the public. His area of policy expertise cover higher education, agriculture, indigenous communities, environment and climate change, good governance, and local governments. Let us please welcome, let us give him a big round of applause, CHED Chairman J. Prospero de Vera III. Sir?
Thank you. Let me start by recognizing our Asian champions who are here with us today. Ambassador Phan Phu for the Embassy of Cambodia to the Philippines. Ambassador His Excellency Tul Traisorat, Ambassador of the Embassy of Thailand in the Philippines. Minister and Deputy Chief of Mission Thawat Samit Moore of the Embassy of Thailand. Deputy Chief of Mission Gabor Lekos of the Embassy of Hungary. It's good to see you again. We talked a long time ago. Councilor Xiong Cheng of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. Third Secretary Jia Yanpeng of the Embassy of the Philippine Republic of China in the Philippines. First Secretary Thuy Nguyen Thi Thanh of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam in the Philippines. Our commissioners of CHED, Commissioner Ronald Adamat, who is here with us today. I think the others are joining us online. Commissioners Marita Canapi, Aldrin Darilag, and Joe Mark Libre. Our transnational champion from the House of Representatives, a product of transnational education, and the one who made possible the passage of the transnational education law, the Honorable Ron P. Salo of Kabayan Party List. Bigyan po natin ng masigabong palakpakan. Ron and I have known each other for some time now, and We thank him for continuously supporting not only legislation for education, but more important, the budget of CHED when it goes to the House of Representatives. Our higher education champions, Senator Juan Edgardo Angara, the eminent persons who are joining us here, Dr. Emil Balonggaita of Carnegie Mellon University, Australia. I think he's moving over to Adelaide soon, he told me. So we will see each other there when I visit Canada soon. Dr. Yasina Yangha of University Kebangsaan, Malaysia. Of course, our former colleague and now helping us with internationalization, Dr. Lily de las Llagas of UP Manila. The officials of the Commission who are here with us today, Attorney Lily Frida Milia, who is really the one putting this whole thing together, no? And her staff. To our sponsors, nominees of today's awards, all the higher education institutions who are here today, and everyone joining us online via Zoom. A pleasant day to all of you. As you all know, last August 8, we celebrated the 55th founding anniversary of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, with the theme, Stronger Together. As Filipinos, we are proud of the success of the ASEAN because the Philippines is one of the founding members long time ago through Minister Foreign Affairs Secretary Narciso Ramos, who together with other champions in the region hammered together a document that became the Bible for regional cooperation until today. The theme that we adopted for the 55th founding anniversary, Stronger Together, is a reminder of what ASEAN has accomplished to collectively advance the interests of its member states. More than that, it is a reflection or an aspiration for all member states to sustain all joint efforts to achieve their shared goals. So it is only fitting that we are here today to celebrate our collective achievements, to push forward the internationalization of Philippine higher education institutions in the context not just of the region, but of the world. This event, entitled ASEAN Philippine Higher Education Internationalization Champions of Nation Building and Sustainability, or a shorter title, ASEAN ICONS, is an avenue to recognize the exemplary performance of our higher education institutions that are championing not just the improvement of their respective institutions, but collectively improving the global reputation of Philippine higher education. We want to recognize your commendable performance in terms of international rankings and ratings, trailblazing projects and initiatives to advance internationalization of Philippine higher education institutions, and the valuable contributions that your institutions have given to contribute to ASEAN regional prosperity. This will also serve as an opportunity for the Commission, our local international partners, and the country's higher education institutions to discuss the future of internationalizing Philippine higher education. I know that you are more thrilled to find out who will win rather than listening to my speech. But wait a little bit. Let me share a few words on the reasons why the Commission is committed to push for internationalization. And the guiding principles by which we have as a commission poured tremendous resources and activities for our higher education institutions the past 6 years at a pace and the volume of funding never heard of in the whole history of Philippine higher education. And let me thank Commissioner Adamat and previously Commissioner De Las Llagas, because all these decisions are collective decisions of the Commission as a Commission. The creation of regional blocs such as ASEAN coincided with the change in the coordinates of development in higher education. Universities then became prominent for their role in generating knowledge and innovation, which in turn boosted a country's global perspective. Global competitiveness, of course, is not only the result of technical innovation, but also, and more importantly, the improvement of the human resources of individual member states. With this perspective, education has changed. Thus, the paradigm shift from education to lifelong learning, to life-wide learning, teacher-centered to learner-centered education, and from input-based to outcomes-based system. And this was happening over the past several years. This newfound focus on learner competencies together with greater mobility brought about by regional integration starting 2015 gave birth to the idea of harmonizing higher education. I must admit that for a very long time, and maybe until about 2015, I think, a prevailing problem in the Philippine higher education sector was the lack of collective interest in tackling challenges and developments in higher education brought about not just by globalization, but also the perspective of many higher education institutions that they're quite leery and suspicious of each other. See, you're all smiling. When I joined CHED, the first observation I had is that the universities don't talk to each other. They see each other as competitors. They are wary of each other because they think that they are competing for the same students and therefore would not like to share what they are doing. In short, they're not even talking to each other. So one of the themes that I have always asserted when I joined the Commission is that competitiveness of higher education institution in the Philippines should be anchored on cooperation rather than competition. I have always told our HEIs that the time for competition is over, and the earlier that our universities realize that by working together, they enhance their competitiveness versus the rest of universities in the region, the earlier they realize this, the faster they will be able to improve. And against this backdrop, therefore, we have vigorously pursued in the Commission efforts to internationalize Philippine higher education, to seize the opportunities available because of globalization, because of regional integration, and because of linkages with universities all over the world. It was in 2016, if I remember, when we issued CHED Memorandum Order number 55, titled Policy Framework on the Internationalization of Philippine Higher Education, which became the overarching framework for our efforts in internationalization. Since then, we have been at the Commission focusing on how to use internationalization as a means to improve the quality of Philippine higher education. We have dramatically improved scholarships for graduate studies abroad. And my friend here from Australia will attest to that. We have pushed for transnational education scholarships, international continuing professional education, fostering world-class universities, the Study in the Philippines or Study PH programs, ASEAN International Mobility for Students or the AIMS program, and the Antenna Project, which I think will now be on its second phase soon, internationalization of higher education in the Philippines network. A few months ago, I headed a delegation with some Philippine universities to go to Canada to sign agreements with foreign institutions, with the York University in Canada, which will launch the partnership between Philippine universities and York University for the globally networked learning. We also joined forces with two eminent institutions in the region, Temasek Foundation and Nanyang Polytechnic International, to implement a project entitled Innovations in Teaching and Learning for Digitization and Industry 4.0. This project will train about 175 CHED officials, education leaders, deans, vice deans, and faculty from our different higher education institutions in the areas of information technology, manufacturing, and business services. I think some of you have already identified your experts who will join this particular undertaking. And of course, may I again recognize our champion in Congress, Ron Salo. We have published the implementing rules and regulations of the Transnational Higher Education Act, or RA 11448, which Congressman Salo not only authored, he actually joined us in writing the IRR. Let's give a warm round of applause again to our champion in Congress. You know, passing the law and putting it into practice are two very different things. So we commend our legislators who not only champion the concept, but actually work diligently to put it in detail. This year, the Commission will embark on a historical endeavor to capacitate its own personnel on transnational higher education. We are working with the Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization, or CIMEO, and the British Council to send a delegation to strategic TNHE benchmarking activities and mission visits in various countries to guide the development of a coherent transnational higher education national strategy. In my discussion with His Excellency, our Ambassador to Thailand earlier, I'd like to inform our ASEAN champions that the Commission on Higher Education, I think 3 weeks ago, in its Commission and Bank, has already instructed EAS to show that this year we make a strategic shift in our development of linkages with universities, a strategic shift to ASEAN. To ASEAN. Not just because we recognize that we are committed to ASEAN integration, but also because our universities in the region are among the best in the world now. Among the best in the world. Internationally ranked, and for some of our universities in the ASEAN, connected to Mindanao as Islamic universities. It is only therefore proper that we now as a country show our commitment to ASEAN by strategically shifting a lot of our activities to develop university linkages in the region. There are other projects that we are lining up. One is to build a microsite, a dedicated website built from the community of practice where resources of universities and colleges will be consolidated for easier knowledge and information sharing and access. And I was told that we are developing a Philippine brand of Bayanihan Collective Online International Learning or Bayanihan COIL, globally networked learning. In all of this, therefore, we want to sustain our efforts in international linkages and collaboration now through virtual space. There is also an ongoing effort to institutionalize all our internationalization scholarships and training grants to be soon called CHED Philippine International Learning Grants. Given the great strides, therefore, that we have made in internationalizing Philippine higher education, the Commission commits to continue and enhance its ongoing activities that promote opportunities for all our universities who are here today and those watching us online. We assure you, in behalf of the Commission, that we will not only sustain, but we will increase funding for internationalization. It is our hope, therefore, in the Commission that the concept of ASEAN ICONs will be an enabling environment for all our partners to be engaged in this aggressive thrust of the Commission. This will not only be a venue to celebrate our victories, but ASEAN ICONs will also be an opportunity to reimagine our policies, regulations, and standards in a post-COVID period. Let me, of course, say to everyone that I am very happy that we are seeing each other face to face. The last 2 years have been very difficult for everyone. But because of our Bayanihan spirit, because of our universities which persevered to continue learning, persevered to vaccinate their students, we are now allowed to do face-to-face classes. And on Monday, we will announce, sabihin ko na ba o sa Monday na lang, that we will further reform the face-to-face classes because we have reached a certain level of vaccination and we are able to protect our students better. On Monday, we will hold the press conference to announce that we will now allow vaccinated and unvaccinated students full access to all our learning opportunities. The Commission therefore hopes that the event that we are holding today will form a deeper commitment among everyone here to internationalize the Philippine higher education system and achieve our national goals. I assure you that CHED looks forward to promoting collaboration. All of you here, not only those who will win, but those who are recognized, are our champions and beacons of progress, innovation, and development. By the way, I don't know yet who will win. I will only learn it today when I see it. So those who took pictures with me, you are not necessarily the winners yet. Okay. Together, let us ensure that internationalization fulfills its important role as a driver of quality, relevant, and sustainable trailblazing opportunities for institutions, agencies, and other stakeholders that will transform the country into a knowledge-based society. thank you. Congratulations to all those who are here. Congratulations especially to the winners who will be announced earlier. May all of us have more fruitful collaboration moving forward. Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Chairman De Vera. And yes, sir, we are so looking forward to the strategic innovation.
I am waiting for that press con on Monday. I mean,
Yes.
that's going to be huge for not just schools, but for the students, for the system, for learning. We've realized, we've discovered over the pandemic that there's a lot that colleges and universities were able to do despite the pandemic. And it's
Yeah.
exciting what's going to come up now that we've learned firsthand what we can do online and offline.
That's true.
And what we can achieve even if we don't have to meet face to face. So
Yeah.
imagine now what we can do. You know, this kind of experience, I think, has expanded the playing field for schools, and it's going to be a very, very exciting next few years for higher education institutions.
yeah.
I hope, right?
It will be, for sure.
It will be?
And totally agree that, sorry, you were saying.
No. I mean, I want to hear it from the schools. I want to hear it from the HEIs represented here today. Are you looking forward to a bigger, better, brighter higher education future in the Philippines?
Yes, that's, I guess, is a resounding yes. And
Resounding enough?
I'm sure it is. And I guess I truly agree with our chairman in saying that we are for cooperation, we are for collaboration, and not for competition. So
No, yeah, again, it's of all the times in human history, now is the time when it's easiest to collaborate, to share, to communicate. Borders have disappeared because of the
Yeah.
internet. So
Yeah.
why not, right? Why not?
all right.
So we'll continue now, ladies and gentlemen, and make the recognitions for these for the institutions that have achieved in the world rankings and ratings standards. We have today the awards for the schools recognized by the world's universities with real impact, or WURI rankings, the Times Higher Education or THE rankings, and the Quacquarelli Simmons or QS rankings and ratings. Now, you
Yeah,
know
I
about
guess,
these guys, right? You've
yeah,
heard about them.
Yeah, we will go about this. So this is the Philippines is strong in WURI, we know that, in impact ratings, because of the Philippine HEI's commitment to social responsibility and community engagement.
Now that's so important to understand, because the WURI ratings, or the world's universities with real impact, is a ranking launched by University Alliance called the Hanseatic League of Universities. It deviates from traditional university rankings, which means they're not being ranked based on traditional things like research. Mobility and openness, crisis management, and fourth industrial revolution. So these are the categories that the WURI ratings evaluate our universities on. And in 2020, when they were launched, we only had one Philippine HEI in the rankings. In 20. Meanwhile, the Times Higher Education, these are the Oscars of the rankings, is one of the leading providers of higher education data underpinning university excellence in every continent across the world. I cannot memorize this, so I'm going to read it na lang from the script. It uses 13 carefully calibrated performance indicators with emphasis on teaching, research citations, international outlook, and industry income. Oh, income. It also published the THE Impact Rankings, which is the only global league tables that assesses universities against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. So from 4 Philippine HEIs in 2020, ladies and gentlemen, the CHED celebrates the entry of an additional 11 universities in the THE Impact Rankings for 2022. So that's a total of 20, that's 15 schools, 15.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. The THE rankings are incredibly hard to crack into.
Yeah.
And the schools that get into it, I know, hold on to their placement in the rankings. You know, with they guard it jealously.
And to add to that, QS is one of the world's leading provider of service, analytics, and insights to the global higher education sector. It measures academic reputation, research strength, employability, and mobility of students and faculty. It also published the renowned QS Stars University ratings. It differs from rankings because as a rating, they highlight the strengths and weaknesses of a university in a specific area. Universities are assessed across 4 main criteria with emphasis on teaching, employability, internationalization, innovation, and social responsibility. Each institution then receives an overall rating of 0 to 5 plus stars.
Star system.
With the Philippine HEIs rated in 2019, the Philippine higher education sector lands the 25 Philippine HEIs currently rated under the QS Stars University rating system, 14 of which are state universities and colleges supported by the Commission through the fostering of world-class Philippine university projects, with only 5 private universities internationally ranked and rated in 2016, and the Philippine higher education sector presents with utmost pride and honor the 46 Philippine HEIs ranked and rated in global recognized ratings and rankings.
46.
That's amazing. 46.
Round of applause for you guys. I mean, you did it. You know, we're just calling out your names here, but you guys give yourselves a round of applause. This is your hard work, universities.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
so I guess it's time to present the awards to them.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yes, we would like to invite on stage CHED Chairman J. Prospero E. De Vera III, CHEDRO 2 Director Attorney Marco Cicero Domingo, and CHEDRO 9 Director Dr. Roddy Garcia to present the first batch of awardees to our internationally ranked and recognized HEIs. Attorney Domingo, please also join us on stage,
Sure.
please. For our awardees, we invite the institution's president, IRO, or the member of the ranking team to receive the awards on stage.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin with our first batch of awardees, starting off with Mabalacat City College, represented by Dr. Michelle Aguilar Ong. University of Asia and the Pacific, represented by Ms. Jonna Kamba. Batangas State University, represented by Dr. Tirso Ronquillo. Benguet State University, represented by Dr. Felipe Comila. And Bicol University, But ladies and gentlemen, today we don't have Bicol University able to join us, but we've asked one of their alumna who said that she would be proud to claim the award in behalf of her home university, of her alma mater. So let's say that again. Bicol University represented by Miss Venus Rod. Next up, Cagayan State University represented by CHED Commissioner Ronald Adamat.
We also have Caraga State University, represented by Ms. Rosalina Sagokso. Congratulations to Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, but they don't have anyone to represent them. But again, congratulations. Jose Rizal University, represented by Dr. Augusto Fabella. Kalinga State University, represented by Dr. Eduardo Bagtang. Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite, represented by Dr. Maria Teresa Pilapil.
Our next awardee is unable to join us this afternoon, but let's congratulate Malayan Colleges Laguna. And next up is National University, represented by Dr. Rosauro Manuel. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, represented by Engineer Feliciana Jacoba. And next is Our Lady of Fatima University, represented by Dr. Caroline Marian Enriquez.
Next, we have Pan Pacific University, represented by Dr. Roda Padilla. San Beda University, represented by Ms. Joby Viernes. Tarlac State University, represented by Dr. Arnold Velasco. Congratulations, University of San Carlos, represented by Father Jesura Antoniapen. University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, represented by Dr. Ambrosio Cultura II. University of Southern Mindanao, represented by Dr. Francisco Gil Garcia.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Visayas State University, represented by Dr. Edgardo Tulin. West Visayas State University, represented by Dr. Edel Carmel Subong Cosca. And last but not the least, the University of Perpetual Help System, Dalta, represented by Mr. Anthony Jose Tamayo.
To the presenters, thank you very much. Attorney Domingo, thank you.
And so we're going to be calling up now for our second batch. Right, Venus?
Yes. So we would like to call on stage Dr. Freddy Bernal, the Director of CHED Regional Office 10, to join Chairman De Vera in presenting the second batch of awardees in our internationally ranked and recognized HEIs. Dr. Bernal?
Here she comes.
And again, for our awardees, we
no,
invite the institution's president, IRO, and the member of the ranking team to receive the awards on stage.
We don't. I think Dr. Bernal's not here yet, but joining Chairman De Vera is Attorney Lily Milia. So let's begin, ladies and gentlemen, with our second batch of awardees. Starting off, ladies and gentlemen, with Adamson University, represented by Engineer Noe Enriquez. Next up is Ateneo de Davao University, represented by Ms. Lid Ejira Dukusin. Next up, Central Philippines University, represented by Dr. Ana May Yap Zerudo. And next is the Lyceum of the Philippines University System, represented by Dr. Maria Teresa Pilapil.
Next, we have Xavier University, represented by Father Marston, SJ. Next is Central Luzon State University, represented by Dr. Eden Salvador David. The representative is Mr. Parsons Kail. Next, we have Central Mindanao University, represented by Dr. Jesus Antonio Derije.
Next up is Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology, represented by Professor Alzideni Ditukalan. And now it's Biliran Province State University, represented by Dr. Victor Cañezo Jr. Cebu Normal University, represented by Dr. Daisy Palompon. And last but not the least for this batch, Samar State University, represented by Dr. Marilyn Cardoso. So congratulations to all of our, to the first batch actually, first two batches of our winners.
To our presenters, thank you so much, sir. We will call you back again later on. At this juncture, we would like to recognize these international and local partners that exhibited the spirit of bayanihan by providing assistance to the Commission's endeavor, particularly during the pandemic. When the world was in chaos, they continued to build, promote, and strengthen the internationalization of Philippine higher education because the learning must not stop. Our awardees will be receiving the following. First, a paper quill designed and created by Donard Sape. This paper quill, appropriately titled Ched High Ed Bayanihan. This symbolizes how we come together to grow as one community and nation. As stated by Chairman De Vera, by coming together, we can do more.
So as our Bayanihan spirit lives on, ladies and gentlemen, they will also be receiving a coffee table book. And this book showcases the Commission's and its partners' efforts on internationalizing Philippine higher education. The book, which is also an output of the Bayanihan spirit, was created by the bringing together of CHED's long-standing partners. And finally, they will be receiving a certificate to rightfully acknowledge their efforts. And we will be calling back Chairman De Vera in a second for this one. But in the meantime, we want to introduce someone special to also help us through this awarding process.
Let's welcome the CHED International Affairs Services homegrown talent, Mr. Renz Grieng.
Is Renz Giorgio Tibigar. He will be serenading us tonight, this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, so once again, big round of applause for Renz Giorgio Tibigar.
Return to a land lost place where a dying river sang. No birds that fly over Paraíso, no space allowed them to endure. The smoke screams the air, unless it's never there. If I had to see a single bird, what a joyful land, been ready for the crates, a simple song to be heard by the rest of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Bayanihan awardees this afternoon. We'd like to invite Chair Popoy back on stage. First off, the Honorable Congressman Ron Salo. The Honorable Senator Juan Edgardo Angara. Dr. Yazrina Yaya. The Department of Foreign Affairs. The Embassy of Canada in the Philippines. The Embassy of Hungary, Manila. The U.S. Embassy in the Philippines. The Australian Trade and Investment Commission, Austrade. the British Council, and the Canadian Bureau for International Education.
We also have delegation of the European Union to the Philippines. Japan International Cooperation Agency. The Korean International Cooperation Agency. The Philippine American Educational Foundation. Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization. Southeast Asian Regional Center for Graduate Study and Research in Agriculture. Texas International Education Consortium. AMA Foundation and AMA Education System. Asian Institute of Management.
So once again, thank you so much to our CHED Bayanihan partners, the agencies, the embassies, and the international partners that help make this possible. And we'd also like to thank this opportunity, while they're having their photos taken, to thank the other partners that made today possible. First of all, AMA Education System, Asia's pioneer and largest network of IT universities and colleges. Create your future with AMAES. And of course, AMA University Education, or OED, flexible and personalized education for all. Study anytime, anywhere, at your own pace. Ituloy ang pangarap with OPED.
We would also like to thank our Bayanihan partners, Unilab, Baymaya Philippines Incorporated, Globe Telecom, All Visual and Light Systems Corporation, Asian Institute of Management, Huawei Technologies Philippines Incorporated, and PLDT Enterprise.
This is we're the one we forgot to mention. Our apologies. Carnegie Mellon University. So thank you very much once again. Congratulations and thank you for all your support. Thank you so much, Chairman De Vera. At this point, we'd like to call on stage for, Commissioner Ronald Adamat of the Commission of Higher Education, and to join him, Attorney Joselito Alisuag, Director of the CHED Regional Office Mimaropa, and Dr. Nelia Alibin, the Director of CHED Regional Office 12, to help present the third batch of awardees for internationally ranked and recognized HEIs. Once again, we'd like to invite our recognized institutions to please join us on stage with a representative. Let's start them off.
Let's start with Cebu Tech, represented by Dr. Hussein Acheta Jr. and Dr. Rodora Magan. we also have Mapua University, represented by Dr. Lilibeth Sabino.
Next up is Mariano Marcos State University, represented by Dr. Shirley Agrupis and Dr. Karen Sunico. Dr. Mijay Domingo. So once again, from Mariano Marcos State University, represented by Dr. Shirley Agrupis and Dr. Mijay Domingo. And after Mariano Marcos State University, we'll have Ateneo de Manila University, represented by Dr. Karen Sunico. Next is FEU Institute of Technology, represented by Ms. Evangeline Bautista and Ms. Moira Uy. And St. Paul University, Philippines, represented by Dr. Jeremy Morales. Okay, we weren't able to award the ones for Mariano Marcos. They got, there was some confusion in the traffic on the stage. So once again, let's please call up on stage Mariano Marcos State University. Dr. Shirley Agrupis and Dr. Mijay Domingo will be coming up on stage for the... So thank you very much congratulations rather to all our recognized institutions. Thank you very much to our presenters. We'd like to ask Commissioner Adama to remain on stage. Thank you very much po kay Regional Director Alisuag, rather. Thank you po, sir, for that one. And let's call up our next presenters.
Yes, for the last batch of awardees at our internationally ranked and recognized higher education institutions, may we call on Dr. Danilo Bose, the Director of CHED Regional Office 1, and Dr. Liza Magana, OIC, Office of the Chief Education Program Specialist of CHED NCR.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our fourth batch of recognized HEIs. The CHED would like to recognize the following. Tarlac Agricultural University, represented by Dr. Max Guillermo and Dr. Christine Ferrer. Next up is the University of Santo Tomas, represented by Engineer Nestor Ong and Mr. Vien Vic Flores. Next up is Far Eastern University, represented by Ms. Moira Oy and Ms. Evangeline Bautista. And the University of the Philippines, represented by Dr. Noel Christian Moratilla. And last but not the least, batch number 4, De La Salle University, represented by Brother Bernie Oca, FSC. Congratulations to all our awardees. We'd like to call back Chair Prospero De Vera for the Bayanihan Awards. We forgot to mention one person, one very important partner. Please call up AMA Foundation for our Bayanihan Award. We missed you guys, we're sorry. So let's get you up on stage for the Bayanihan Award of AMA Foundation. So thank you very much. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you po, sir. Woo! Yeah!
That was a good one.
I mean, 46 universities and colleges. We've got our partners in Bayanihan, of course, international agencies, local agencies, schools, foundations, everybody who made the past few years a grand success. And we are grateful for your institution's efforts and commitment to continuously advance Philippine higher education system by participating in recognized international league tables such as the Coccarelli-Simmons, QS, Times Higher Education or THE, and the World University's Real Impact or WURIs.
That's right. Again, congratulations. Before we proceed to the next set of awards, let us first witness a performance from an internationally recognized singer and actor, a finalist in the Philippine reality show Search for a Star in a Million 2005, and the first and only Filipino artist to guest in the TV show Indonesian Idol. Let's give him a big round of applause. Asia's romantic balladeer, Christian Bautista.
Christian Bautista. And we're back. I'm Christian, she's Bautista. And we're here to entertain you today. RF1, RF1.
Check one. Right. So, okay, apparently Christian is not at the backstage yet. Would you like to? I'm kidding. I was about to say,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. No, she was gonna ask me to sing, which I won't.
No, I'm not gonna ask you to. I'm not
No.
gonna ask you to sing because I know that.
But
you know,
but
that's,
we can sachet back and forth in front and see who wore it better.
No, I'm sure. There are a lot of people who can do that better. But I was wondering, you are also in the academe.
Yes, yes. I'm an assistant professor at the De La Salle College of St. Benilde. And yeah, it's my day job, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
is your day job, and your night job is.
This.
This is your night job.
This is my night job. Dancing also. I usually have a nice metal pole. So things like that. Because, you know, as a lot of our professors here know, diba, because the pay for teachers is really, really high. You know, they pay us really, really, really well. So you have to do these things.
Yeah, all right. So I think Mr. Christian Bautista is ready. Once
Finally.
again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Christian Bautista.
All right, thank you. Oh, I miss everybody. Dito po ako sa likod. I hope everyone's doing okay right now. Used to see in black and white, never really in between. Waiting for the love of my life to come into my dreams. Everything was shades of gray, never really blues or green. Needed someone else to turn to, someone that could help me learn to see all the beauty that was waiting for me. You put the blue back in the sky, you put the rainbow in my eyes, a silver lining in my prayers, and now there's color everywhere. You put the red back in the rose, just when I needed it the most. You came along to show you care, and now there's color everywhere, everywhere. My life was so predictable, never any mystery. But ever since you shined the light, all of that was history. Now I have a hand to hold and a reason to believe, yeah. There's someone in my life worth living for. I was hanging around just wishing on a star to put the happiness back in my heart. And you put the blue back in the sky, you put the rainbow in my eyes, a silver lining in my prayers, and now there's color everywhere. You put the red back in the rose, just when I needed it the most. You came along to show you care, and now there's color everywhere. Left those hazy days behind me, never to return again. Now they're just a fading memory. 'Cause baby, it's all so clear to see the beauty that is waiting there for me. 'Cause I got a feeling, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. 'Cause I got a feeling, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. You put the blue back in the sky. You put the rainbow in my eyes. A silver lining in my prayers. And now there's color everywhere. You put the red back in the rose. Just when I needed it the most, you came along to show you care. And now there's color everywhere. Thank you. Oh, here's another one. This is called Hands to Heaven. These songs are from my first album 20 years ago. It's been 20 years. I've been singing for 20 years. Wow. Thank you, Lord. And thank you for being with me still. As I watch you move across the moonlit room, there's so much tenderness in your love. Tomorrow I must leave. The dawn knows no reprieve. God, give me strength when I am leaving. So raise your hands to heaven and pray that we'll be back together someday. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my sadness. As we move to embrace, tears run down your face. I whisper words of love so softly. I can't believe this pain. It's driving me insane. Without your touch, life will be lonely. So raise your hands to heaven and pray that we'll be back together someday. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my sadness. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my sadness. Pack my bags and say goodbye. Goodbye. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my sadness. Tonight I need your sweet caress. Hold me in the darkness. Tonight you calm my restlessness. You relieve my sadness. Oh, you relieve my sadness. much. Thank you, thank you. Yes, this one is from the Bee Gees naman. Ito medyo sing-along to, so please sing along with me. And yes, you can play it, Maestro. Thank you. Of course, Ambassador Amable R. Aguiluz, the fifth. And of course, thank you to AMA Educational System for bringing me here. From St. Augustine po to. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Thank you, thank you. I have a question lang. This is a teacher population question. Ilang percent na ngayon ang teachers na female and male? Mas marami pa rin ang female or medyo hati na ba? 50-50 na ba? In my area, during my time, mas marami pa rin mas marami pa rin female teachers. So I have a song just dedicated to the female teachers by our Christmas king, Jose Marichan. This is called Beautiful Girl. Maestro, when you're ready. September na ba? Hindi pa. Konti na lang. Pasko na po. Merry Christmas sa inyong lahat. Beautiful girl, wherever you are, I knew when I saw you, you'd open the door. I knew that I'd love again after a long while, in love again. You said hello, and I turned to go, but something in your eyes left my heart beating so. I just knew that I'd love again after a long while, in love again. It was destiny's game. rushed in line only to find that you were gone. Wherever you are, I fear that I might have lost you forever, like a song in the night. Now that I am loved again, after a long, long while, I've loved again. It was destiny's game. When I finally came on, I rushed in line only to find that you were gone. Beautiful girl, I'll search on for you till all of your loveliness in my arms come true. You made me love again after a long, long while, in love again. And I'm glad that it's you. Beautiful girl, beautiful, beautiful girl. Thank you. Pinaalam ko po yan kay Sir Jose Marichan. We had dinner and I asked him, is it okay if I sing Beautiful Girl? And he said yes. Thank you, sir. Okay, this next song that I'm going to sing is called The Way You Look at Me. It's the very first song I sang many, many years back. It's so funny kasi I lost in a singing contest the first year. I thought wala na mangyayari. But then this song came and as fate or as God would have it, meron pa pala. And I always say that this is a song of my life, and I want to always share this to the next generation, and hopefully it touches your heart as well. Back then, it's so funny, I was a singing contestant, and now I'm a judge in a singing contest at GMA The Clash. So, really, the world will really turn the tables sometimes. So, hang on po tayo lagi, and ingat po tayo lagi. Let's spread love and safety and inspiration always to everybody. Okay, this is called The Way You Look at Me. Thank you again, everybody, for having me. God bless you and all your endeavors. May have many, many more years and many more students to inspire and raise and build up for our country. So God bless you po, and thank you so much for having me. No one ever saw me like you do. All the things that I could add up to, I never knew just what a smile was worth. But your eyes say everything without a single word. 'Cause there's something in the way you look at me. It's as if my heart knows you're the missing piece. You make me believe that there's nothing in this world I can't be. I never know what you see, but there's something in the way you look at me. I could freeze a moment in my mind, it'll be the second that you touch your lips to mine. I'd like to stop the clock, make time stand still. 'Cause baby, this is just the way I always wanna feel. 'Cause there's something in the way you look at me. It's as if my heart knows you're the missing piece. You make me believe that there's nothing in this world I can't be. I never know what you see, but there's something in the way you look at me. I don't know how or why I feel different in your eyes. All I know is it happens every time. 'Cause there's something in the way you look at me. It's as if my heart knows you're the missing piece. You make me believe that there's nothing in this world I can't be. I never know what you see, but there's something in the way you look at me. The way you look at me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having me. God bless you.
That was amazing.
Was it just me that was like... Now, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, big round of applause for Christian Bautista.
That was so good. All right, I guess we're very much pumped up for the next segment. So we've given several awards a while ago, but I think this one is very exciting because we actually don't know who will receive the awards for the next segments. So following the first Philippine Higher Education Internationalization Award in 2021, the Internationalization or IZN Award is divided into 4 categories which aim to honor Philippine HEIs and Philippine HEI leaders that champion the internationalization of Philippine higher education.
The 4 categories that we're going to be having for the IZN Awards, ladies and gents, are the Global Citizenship Awards, Best IZN Practice During the Pandemic, the Outstanding Contribution to Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion, and the IZN Leadership Awards. So first up, ladies and gents, we're going to be having the Global Citizenship Awards. This award will be given to the higher education institution with the best programs or projects that promoted the social, political, environmental, and economic development of the HEI and Philippine society. The programs or the projects must embody how the HEIs contributed to the furthering of institutionalization of Philippine higher education as part of a global network.
The panelists for this award are Dr. Yasrina Yaya, Dr. Roger Chow Jr., and Dr. Bert Tuga. And we would like to invite CHED Executive Director Attorney Cinderella Filipina Benitez Haro to present the awards.
Is she here? In the meantime, we're looking out. So, ED. Instead, okay, so apparently Attorney Haro was not able to join us today. So may we call up on stage Attorney Lily Milia to help us award, and also call up on stage the CHED Chairman Popoy de Vera. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and we have seen these cards for the first time this afternoon ourselves. The finalists for the private HEIs in the Global Citizenship Awards are Our Lady of Fatima University, St. Louis University, and the University of San Jose Recoletos. And the winner is
St. Louis University extends its warmth to foster diversity, excel in international standards, and promote global citizenship. In a world that highlights diversity and internationalization, students and HEIs work together to build a foundation on concepts of intercultural relationships and understanding differences.
This month, we are holding virtual MOOC camps in different locations in the Philippines. I hope you will find these MOOCs relevant and timely. I certainly hope that you will have a wonderful MOOC camp experience.
Through the Erasmus Plus Friends project, a total of more than 19,000 SLU students participated. SLU is the only university that has achieved this feat.
Finalist for the Public HEI category for the Global Citizenship Award. Finalists are Mariano Marcos State University, Tarlac Agricultural University for ASEAN Festival 2021, Tarlac Agricultural University for Tao
this is the Tao Global
Discourses. And the winner is
ASEAN as a community is conscious of its ties of history, aware of its cultural heritage, and bound by a common regional identity. This is a shared vision of ASEAN.
Congratulations. For the next Internationalization Award, we have the Outstanding Contribution to Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award. This award will be given to the institutions with the best social engagement, activities, or initiatives. The initiatives must aim to advance quality higher education by reaching out to the community and inspiring social responsibility among its stakeholders.
The panelists, ladies and gentlemen, for this award were Mr. E. Wei Chong, Dr. Romien Kosai Canon, and Attorney Lily Frida Milia. So we invite, of course, Attorney Lily Milia to remain on stage, and also we'd like to call back on stage Attorney Cinderella Filipina Benitez Haro, the Executive Director of the Commission of Higher Education. Attorney Haro is back. There she is, yes. And of course, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The finalists for the Outstanding Contribution to Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion Award for the private HEIs. The finalists are Ateneo de Davao University, Adispartida State University. Next, the University of Perpetual Help System, Dalta. And the University of Asia and the Pacific. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen,
the University of Perpetual System Delta Bilibid Extension School.
It's the
was
University of
established in
Perpetual Health
1984
System,
inside the
Delta!
medium security compound of the new Bilibid prison in Ningping Lipa
Once
City.
again, we'd like to invite on
Rehabilitation
stage
through
representatives
education
from the
is
school,
a
the
comprehensive
president, their
program
IRO.
of rehabilitating deserving medium security risk persons deprived of liberty
Here they come.
through education and livelihoods.
Next would be the finalists for the public HEI category of the Outstanding Contribution to Equity, Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion Award. Finalists are Mariano Marcos State University, Philippine Normal University, and Tarlac Agricultural University. And the winner is
Para suspense.
Uh-uh.
Roll video.
And the winner is Tarlac Agricultural University.
Nakaka-suspense, no? Congratulations to our winners. Thank you so much to Attorney Milia and Attorney Haro for presenting the awards this afternoon. The next category, ladies and gentlemen, is in our IZN Awards. It's the Best IZN Practice During the Pandemic Award. This award was given to the higher education institutions with the best project or program which utilized existing resources and innovatively supported learning and engagement during the pandemic. The panelists for this award are Dr. Emil Bolangaita, Professor Murli Krishna Vishwanathan, and Dr. Timothy O'Loughlin. We would like to invite on stage Dr. Emil Bolangata and CHED Commissioner Ronald Adamat to join us for the awarding ceremonies. Once again, Dr. Emil Bolangata and CHED Commissioner Ronald Adamat. Taking Commissioner Adamat's place is Commissioner Joselito Alisuan. Regional Director pala. Sorry. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The finalists in the private HEIs for the best IZN practice. Ladies and gentlemen, they are Ateneo de Davao University, Lyceum
the
of
Ateneo de Davao
University,
University
Batangas,
reinvented itself.
And the winner is
the Ateneo de Davao University reinvented itself grounded on its core values amidst the challenging times. Through our adaptive mindset
It's
and
Ateneo
unwavering
de Davao
faith that
University.
does justice, we focus our energy to respond to a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. Our strategy is simple: to future-proof education through the hybrid implementation strategy. This innovation has made our fostering of globally networked learning environments possible. We host innovative spaces of both on-site and remote learning.
The finalists for the public HEI category of the Best IZN Practice During the Pandemic Awards are Mabalacat City College, Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology, Mabalacat City College. And the winner is
the Nueva Ecija University of Science
Nueva
and Technology
Ecija
is a
University
sanctuary
of
holistic
Science
education,
and Technology.
overflowing with academic programs and future-proof projects
Do we
that
have
address
friends
the
here
demands
from
of that
Nueva
community.
Ecija University? There she
Consistent with the
is!
NUS's mission and vision statements, the College of Education highlights the development of new knowledge and technologies, as well as the transformation of human resources into productive citizenry, thereby producing development impacts that are locally responsive and internationally relevant. One of these programs is internationalization. NUST College of Education anchored its international agenda on the Commission on Higher Education's internationalization strategies and implementation plans as stipulated in CMO number 55 series of 2016. The NUST College of Education serves as the front runner of the university in key areas of internationalization engagements. In the midst of the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, the NUSC College of
Thank you
Education
so much.
has found a way to bridge the gap
Regional
between
Director Ali
borders
Suaga and Dr.
continue
Elmi
to thrive in the
Emil Bonduata.
internationalization
So congratulations
stage
to
despite
all
the
of
limitation
the winners.
in
That's
mobility.
3, right?
NUSC
3
College
out of 4
Education's
categories in the
internationalization
IZN
initiatives
Awards.
with emphasis on partnership building, student
It's
and
really
faculty
exciting.
mobilization,
But before we
teaching
proceed to the
internship,
next awards,
program complementation with credit transfer,
we would like
research
to
collaborations,
invite someone on stage. It is my
interdisciplinary
honor and privilege
training,
to introduce a
visiting
champion
lecture series,
of the advancement of
and
Philippine
international
HEIs.
community
He is the
engagement.
representative of Kabayan Party List in the 17th, 18th, and 19th
All
Congress.
these are made
He was a
possible
former
by
member of
creative
the
and
board of
vibrant leadership in the
RTU and
unified
theorist,
NUST system,
and a former regent
well-organized and
at the Polytechnic
well-coordinated
University
activities,
of the Philippines.
strong
He is a
administrative
member
and financial
of the
support,
Chevening
integration of
Alumni
internationalization
Foundation
in
of
the
the Philippines
curriculum,
Incorporated.
and inclusion of
He is one of the primary
internationalization in the
authors of
annual
RA
and long-term plans
1144-8
and targets of
or
the
the
college and the
Transnational
university.
Higher Education Law. This 19th Congress, he was appointed as the chairperson of the Committee on Overseas Workers' Affairs of the House of Representatives. For a special message, let us now welcome the Honorable Congressman Ron P. Salo. Sir?
Thank you very much. Commission on Higher Education Chair Prospero de Vera, thank you very much for the kind words and the accolade that you bestowed on me a while ago. I'm deeply humbled. Thank you, sir. To our CHED commissioners, Your Excellencies, ambassadors from Haitian member states, education attachés, university and college presidents and executives, international and local education partners, our esteemed guests, our distinguished awardees for this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, CHED family and the CHED International Affairs staff, led by Attorney Lily Freda C. Makabangon Mila, for inviting me to this important occasion. You have honored me as a member of the Selection and Awards panel. In 1858, Charles Darwin rocked the academic and religious world with his theory of evolution by natural selection. He argued mainly that the species that adapt or have useful adaptations to the environment are more likely to survive than those that do not. Those whose adaptations are most suited to your environment are the ones that reproduce most successfully and are most likely to pass on your traits to the next generation. His theory has since been known as the survival of the fittest. 160 years after, this controversial theory finds application in higher education. In this era of globalization, universities need to adapt to internationalization so as to bridge differing cultures and to share knowledge, methodologies, research, technologies, and innovations. Those that fail to adapt become archaic, stunted, irrelevant, or simply vanish, relegated to the dustbins of history. While in my first year in college, some 3 decades ago, one of the then hottest emergent topics in class discussions was the concept of global village that would inform the world's future. Today, that concept describing a phenomenon where one finds our entire world interconnected beyond imagination and ken has long been realized. Advances in communication, information technology, and social media, among others, have made the world a one big global village. What used to be a concept, a dream, has become commonplace. Fact is, it has become our way of life. On the other hand, this global village has given the concept of survival of the fittest a new meaning. Where there used to be a competition for resources, we now find community and collaboration as the global economy strives for sustainable development that is possible only through partnerships of nation states and all institutions. And so it is with leaders in our educational system, as they must wade through the internalization of higher education institutions and adapt to it. But not only should our education leaders adapt, they must lead the way. For it is they who are entrusted with the task of shaping the minds of our youth and consequently the future leaders of this nation. Our education leaders need to ensure that our learners are equipped not only with the knowledge and wisdom distilled locally, but that the same are fashioned across ages, geographies, cultures, and nations. From where I stand, leadership is not tantamount to position, which truth should resonate with everyone. The conferment of one as a university or college president, or one's placement in an executive position does not a leader make. Esteemed positions merely provide the perfect opportunity or avenue to exhibit leadership, which is the ability to set the direction of an institution to achieve its goals and meet the demands of changing circumstances. It involves making sound and often difficult decisions, articulating clarity of one's vision for the institution, and providing one's members with the knowledge and tools necessary to achieve these goals. Education leaders are likewise those who guide the next generation of leaders to adapt, survive, and thrive in this global village by establishing linkages with other institutions across the globe, both academic and non-academic, to hasten the transfer of knowledge, information, technologies, and innovations. As panelist, I have been blessed to be acquainted with the education leaders of this nation, visionary and exemplary educators who have made great impact in the lives of their students and in their communities. And this global village that we are in today, they possess the competence, passion, and integrity in advancing and championing the internalization of Philippine higher education. Thus, it is just fitting then that we laud and recognize these champions of internalization of Philippine higher education and celebrate the ASEAN Philippine Higher Education Internalization Champions of Nation Building and Sustainability, or the ASEAN ICONs. As I end, let me extend my warmest congratulations to everyone, to all of us, the organizers for the efficient management of this event, and most specifically, the awardees for this afternoon. To the latter, you have honored us by your work and achievements. Your awards are certainly well-deserved. Mabuhay po tayong lahat, and God bless us all.
The world is constantly evolving and becoming increasingly complex. The AMA education system understands the need to continually progress to keep pace with the changing times. As the pioneer of IT education in the Philippines, AMA is committed to creating various and innovative ways to provide quality education in every season and situation. This firm commitment propelled AMA to become the first and largest IT-based education system in the Philippines. The year was 1980. Dr. Amable R. Aguiluz V saw the need for formally trained IT professionals and founded the AMA Institute of Computer Studies. Shortly, he established the AMA Computer College, the first academic institution to offer Bachelor of Science programs in computer science and computer engineering. In 1981, AMA became the first school to have a 1-to-1 student-to-computer ratio in a classroom, a brave and smart move in a time when it was very challenging to have access to computers. This undertaking allowed each student to effectively collaborate and actively participate in learning computers. Up until today, AMA students enjoy the benefit of having equal and consistent access to technology, helping them to maximize learning opportunities. Soon after, additional courses related to IT, arts and sciences, finance, and engineering were introduced. The 1990s marked the expansion of AMA as new schools specializing in business, healthcare, and hospitality were launched. It was during this time that AMA grew into a network of colleges in Metro Manila and other key cities in the Philippines. On August 20, 2001, AMA Computer College of Quezon City became AMA Computer University following the conferment of university status by the Commission on Higher Education. Taking full advantage of various digital technologies, AMA was the first and is the only school to successfully implement modalities for blended synchronous learning. In 2014, AMA offered full online programs, leading to the launch of the AMA Online Education, the first full online education program in the Philippines. Not long after, AMA introduced its blended learning program, the first of its kind in the country. In 2019, CHED granted AMA University its autonomous status. These amazing achievements made a mark in Philippines' educational history, making Dr. Amable R. Aguiluz V the father of IT education in the country. To this day, the AMA education system continues to be relevant by offering new programs and setting up new member schools in the Philippines and abroad. AMA education system is a certified industry leader, being the first to receive ISO 9001 certification of all the schools in the Philippines. World-class competence. Through these initiatives, AMA students are given every advantage to become successful citizens and leaders, both on a local and global scale. AMA's mission to provide quality education for all was the driving force of the AMA Foundation Incorporated. Partnering with private and government institutions, AMA Foundation provides financial aid and academic scholarships for deserving students of limited means. Today, AMA education system has grown into a world-class education conglomerate, serving learners here and abroad. The AMA education system will continue to be education innovators who contribute to the development of individuals and society, striving to build positive and inspired future generations through education. AMA, your education partner, today and tomorrow.
Ano? Buntis ka!
Second year college, nabuntis ako. Tigil sa school, pasok sa work. Ang hirap, pero kinaya para kay baby. Nung malaki na siya, nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar, start anytime, extend anytime. In a few years, natapos ang accountancy. Ngayon, manager na.
Sa OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Sorry, hindi ka pwedeng manager. Hindi ka tapos ng college eh.
Nag-stop ako sa college kasi nawalan ng trabaho ang parents ko. 10 years sa work pero hindi ma-promote. Nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar. Start anytime, extend anytime. Sa wakas, natapos ang MIS. Promote agad to manager.
OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Maaga kaming naulila. Kaya kahit fresh grad, abroad agad. Pinag-aral ang mga kapatid. Pagka-graduate nila, gusto ko mag-career shift. Nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar. Start anytime, extend anytime. Kahit nasa abroad, natapos ang psychology. Ngayon, HR manager na.
Sa OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Once again, I'd like to thank AMA Education System and Ambassador Amable R. Agaluz the fifth for having me here as well. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'd like to thank him also because I have you, such a beautiful co-host.
You're so
for
sweet.
this
Thank
one.
you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we finally come to the most much-awaited award for the night. It's the only IZN award accorded to an individual in recognition of their exemplary leadership in pushing forward the internationalization of Philippine higher education. This award celebrates the significant contributions of the outstanding leader in fostering the integration of international and intercultural dimensions to the purpose, functions, and delivery of their HEI, cultivating an equitable and sustainable higher education landscape and exemplifying resilience and humility in
Our
service,
nominee for the leadership.
Driven mindset.
The panelists for this award are Chairman Prospero de Vera III, Dr. Lilian A. de las Llagas, and Honorable Ron P. Salo.
And to present this award, we'd like to invite back on stage Chairman De Vera, Congressman Ron Salo, and former CHED Commissioner Dr. Lilian de las Llagas. Woo, so exciting! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The finalists for the Leadership Award are Dr. Shirley Agrupis, University President, Mariano Marcos State University. Dr. Eduardo Bagtang, University President, Kalinga State University. And Dr. Brigadier General Antonio La Peralta Mayo, CEO and Chairman of the Board, University of Perpetual Health System, Calta.
And the winner is... Dr. Shirley C. Agrupis of the University President of Mariano Marcos State University.
Congratulations!
For the fellow, visiting researcher and scholar, particularly in the United States, Japan, and the United Kingdom. She has transformed MMSU from a nationally recognized university to a premier Philippine university.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Agrupis is now being escorted to the red carpet where she will rightfully walk down, winning the IZN Leadership Award for 2022.
Once again, congratulations, Dr. Shirley Agrupis. Now we would like to hear a few words from you. Would you like to share with us your acceptance speech?
We'd like to thank Congressman Salo, Chairman De Vera, and CHED Commissioner De Las Llagas for joining us on stage for the awarding.
Thank you very much. In the notice I received last night, they told us to prepare 2 minutes whether you are, because you are finalists and we do not know who will emerge the winner. That's why I have here a prepared speech. Our CHED officials, headed by our Higher Education Institution internationalization champion, CHED Chairperson J. Prospero De Vera III, who is at the same time our MMSU's Board of Regent Chairperson, equally respected ambassadors and attachés from the different partner countries, international project and program partners, non-government advocates, and lobbyists of higher education initiatives, fellow academic leaders from top-ranked universities according to the invitation, and I do believe that. Fellow academic leaders, warmest greetings, pleasant afternoon to everyone. Naimbag nga malem tayo amin kakabsat. First of all, I would like to express my profound gratitude to CHED through the CHED International Affairs staff for this very inspiring recognition. Also, I would like to express my sincerest thanks to MMSU Internationalization team headed by Dr. Mijay Domingo. On a specific note, I would like to dedicate this award to the MMSU Board of Regents, now headed by Chair Popoy De Vera, and our former chair, Commissioner Lilian A. De Las Llagas, who serve as our yardstick for quality and excellence, and who inspired us to craft our internationalization plan and roadmap. Honestly, when Dr. Mijay just forwarded the message or notice last night that we emerged finalists in 3 ICON Internationalization Awards, I was tongue-tied because I really do not know that they participated and submitted documents to CHED IAS. Sabi niya, "Ma'am, this is our gift to you for being our model and inspiration in internationalization. Whether we will emerge winner or not, you will always be our internationalization icon." I was so surprised, with teary-eyed. We did not pursue, I would like to emphasize that we did not pursue internationalization to win this award, but we did it with the end in view of preparing our students for success in the competitive VUCA world. This makes the honor or recognition more meaningful and extraordinary. The award we just received today is not just a testament of my leadership's milestone in internationalization, but more than that, it is a testament of MMSU's support to CHED Internationalization Initiative. As Chair Popoy have mentioned a while back, this is the first of its kind ever happened in the history of the Commission on Higher Education. Thank you, Chair Popoy, for that. If I may extend a little bit, when we received the QS 3-star ranking, because we were the first state university and colleges ever awarded with QS others, my fellow presidents, follows. Sabi ni Chair Popoy, now you know your strength. Now you know where you are weak at. And from that time, we move forward. And that we are very proud that we were awarded one of the icon in internationalization. So my dear friends, with this award, this is now giving us to move forward. It is also a commitment of Mariano Marcos State University to all Commission on Higher Education initiatives. Together we stand, together we bring higher education institution in the Philippines in the world map of higher education institution. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone.
Congratulations, Dr. Agrupis, Mariano Marcos State University. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we come towards the end of our program, I'd like to call on the CHED Deputy Executive Director and International Affairs Service Director, Attorney Lily Frida Macabangon Milla. As Director of the EAS, she spearheads initiatives on internationalization programs and projects and related to bilateral and multilateral agreements on higher education and transnational education. She is a globally trained and has been recognized by her alma mater, the UP College of Law, for her exemplary contributions to public service. So please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Attorney Milla.
I thought I was going to do the closing, but good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Commission on Higher Education, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in today's event. More than 2 years into the pandemic, we are here, joyful, triumphant, face-to-face with friends, partners, allies, collaborators. You could be anywhere on a Friday afternoon or night, but you choose to grace our ICONS event that the CHED and our partners prepared for the Philippine higher education sector. We celebrate with you, and we are truly grateful. I am especially thankful to the following people, for without them, this event would not have been possible. The champion of internationalization and a visionary leader, CHED Chairman J. Prospero E. Rivera III. Thank you so much, Chair. Our champion in the House of Representatives, Honorable Ron Salo, Kabayan Party List. Thank you, sir. Our commissioners, of course, Commissioner Ronald Adamat was earlier here, and our ever-supportive CHED Executive Director, Attorney Cinderella Filipina Benitez Haro, our CHED Regional Office and Central Office staff and colleagues, nasan sila? Thank you, Dr. Roddy, Dr. Aliswag, for traveling far and wide. The presidents, the officials, the international directors of all the Philippine HEIs with us today on-site and over at FB Live, our ASEAN partners who share the same vision that we do to uplift the quality of Philippine higher education and internationalization, the foreign embassies, the international organizations, individuals, and international universities. Special mention to Dr. Emil Bolangaita. Sir, thank you. Dr. Yasrina Yaya, to Dr. Romien of Asimio Raihead, to Mr. Iwei Chong, UMAP Philippines, with its president, Dr. Lorraine Chua here with us, AMA University, Asian University of Management. Of course, thank you also to our event master, Ms. Aileen Santarinala, Mr. Ferdy Sia, and our partners from the industry, Unilab, Huawei, PLDT, Globe, Paymaya, Allcard, and Hilton Manila. Our excellent and ever-talented host, Ms. Venus Ra of Bicol University and the University of the Philippines, and Mr. Jag Garcia of De La Salle University, Benilde. And of course, to the IAS Familia, who tirelessly worked night and day for weeks to put up this iconic event. Thank you, team, for an amazing, super duper work. Thank you. Where are you? They're everywhere. And last, of course, and not certainly the least, to our one shining, guiding, radiant wisdom amongst the Valley of Lilies Commissioner, Lilian de las Llagas. Thank you so much, ma'am. Still patiently guiding us all throughout our program. Thank you very much. Let us all give each other a round warm of applause. This is your success. Next, I would like to congratulate the winners of today's awards. Your steadfast commitment to our advocacy of internationalizing Philippine higher education has inspired everyone in this room and the whole higher education sector. We value the work you have done together so far so immensely that there will never be enough certificates, trophies, and paper quills that would show that how grateful we are in all of these efforts. We promise to do more. We know it was not perfect, but as internationalization advocates, you know this, we always strive for excellence. To our nominees, we would like to thank you for all your hard work and dedication. This may not be your year, but there is always a next year. Kung susuportahan tayo ni Chair Popoy with another budget and the Executive Director, Attorney Haro, we hope that today's event has motivated you, given you new ideas, and has unlocked a new level of determination that was not there before. We are all rooting for you as every day is a new chance to make a difference in Philippine higher education. And as mentioned earlier by CHED Chairman Popoy de Vera, you are all beacons of progress, innovation, and development. You are the source of light and inspiration, and this is what each and every one of you symbolizes, a way to reach the darkest of dark places and to be their light. Be the fire that ignites their passion to internationalize as you do. Inspire them so they may inspire others. And I will end my speech with this quote from Oprah Winfrey, which was given to me also by a friend. Oprah Winfrey said, "The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance, and then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning." So let us take this journey together to take on greater meaning and goals for Philippine higher education. Thank you po. Thank you very much.
Once again, let's give a big round of applause for Attorney Lily Melia. That was so good. Ladies and gentlemen, we truly hope that today's event has been meaningful to everyone, and we really look forward to the things that will happen next in our journey.
There's more happening. There's a lot more happening as we continue. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite everyone to please join us in the CHED hymn. We'd like to ask everyone to please stand.
Sa mataas na edukasyo'y sulong. Ito ay panat at pananagutan
today. And we will, of course, be inviting everybody. We have cocktails outside happening right after. Yes, I mean, there is wine on the tables, but we will give you more alcohol. And I think as school administrators, we know that we need that every so often. So the cocktails will be served outside. Please join us. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the cocktails outside will be an opportunity for us, for all of us, to network, to meet each other once again in person, to talk to our partners, to talk to our collaborators, to build new roads, to strengthen old networks in internationalization, and like Chairman De Vera said, to talk to each other, to build partnerships between the universities, the colleges, the private and the public SUCs. Okay? So we will be, and then afterwards there will be dinner. We will be inviting you back. We will magically turn this venue into dinner while you guys are outside. Okay? Yes, we're sending you out. Para lang malinaw. It's like, do you really want us to go out? Yes. Okay? But promise, come back. We will have an amazing dinner for you guys. And we have a very super special guest who will perform for us during dinner. And you don't want to miss that. Okay? So, with that, what does my script, what's your script say?
We just want to thank you guys for coming again. Yeah. And we would like to congratulate everyone.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, for being part of the ASEAN Icons Awards night. Again, thank you for doing this with me. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Venus Ra. Thank you.
And my name is Jag Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that despite everything that we've encountered, pandemics, storms, earthquakes, lack of budget, learning will go on. Collaborations will go on. Excellence, ladies and gentlemen, will go on. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you for joining us in the awarding ceremony of the ASEAN Icons of 2022. We hope to see you at the gala dinner in just a few. Meanwhile, we have some cocktails ready for everyone at the foyer. Please also visit our sponsored booths outside. Thank you.
Second year college, nabuntis ako. Tigil sa school, pasok sa work. Ang hirap, pero kinaya para kay baby. Kung malaki na siya, nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar, start anytime, extend anytime. In a few years, natapos ang accountancy. Ngayon, manager na.
Sa OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Sorry, hindi ka pwedeng manager. Hindi ka tapos ng college eh.
Nag-stop ako sa college kasi nawalan ng trabaho ang parents ko. 10 years sa work pero hindi ma-promote. Nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar. Start anytime, extend anytime. Sa wakas, natapos ang MIS. Promote agad to manager.
OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Maaga kaming naulila. Kaya kahit fresh grad, abroad agad. Pinag-aaral ang mga kapatid. Pagka-graduate nila, gusto ko mag-career shift. Nag-enroll ako sa OED. Flexible ang school calendar. Start anytime, extend anytime. Kahit nasa abroad, natapos ang psychology. Ngayon, HR manager na.
Sa OED, ituloy ang pangarap ngayon.
Let's do the choosy talk. Work or study? Study. No traffic, tipid sa baon. No traffic. Tito Boy or Doc Boy? Tito Boy. Offline or online? Online. With AMA Online Education, you don't have to choose. You can take your master's and PhD while you continue to work. 100% online, so no problem with traffic and transport. Thank you. For more info, visit AMA Online Education's website. Doc Boy Abunda. Ang sarap pakinggan. For many, many years, I wanted to go for higher education. Finally, I did it. Master's degree, then PhD. For those who dream like me, AMA Online Education is the solution. 100% online, so you can continue to work while you study. Study at your pace, your time, your place. For more info, visit AMA Online Education's website.
Truly gone beyond telco. We innovate to uplift the lives of Filipinos with compassion, care, and kindness. Driven by our vision and purpose, we address problems of our customers in an inclusive manner that impacts the whole country. We bring together customer-centric innovations into a frictionless digital ecosystem built on a reliable network and supported by genuine caring for our customers. We see this in life-enabling and life-sustaining solutions in education, health, finance, leisurettainment, productivity, business, and digital readiness and security that empower people to live healthier, safer, and richer lives in a progressive digital nation. So, today's
Pagbibili ng gamot, alagang sumpok, alagang trusted, alagang dekalidad, alagang Unilab yan, alagang Unilab yan.
Bye-bye. Salamat, ate.
Naputol ang komunikasyon sa Tacloban dahil sa hagupit ng bagyong Yolanda.
Patuloy ang paglaganap ng kaso ng COVID-19 sa bansa, kaya agad nagsagawa ang iilang lungsod ng mga test upang matiyak ang tamang bilang ng mga positibo.